just fantastic cast of actors, and I'd like to know a little bit about their background, because I mean,
Yes, Nadim.
Yes, I was born in Jordan. I left Jordan more than 50 years ago and returned to find these people. 50 years ago there wasn't much in Jordan, and now we've got a wonderful crop of young people. I studied in England. I have a home in Jordan. I have an extended family in Jordan. I always go back to Jordan, and this has been a life's journey to go and do this film. It's almost the final station.
By the way, for me it's the first time I saw the film. I'm actor teacher, drama teacher, actor and drama teacher. I work in Nur Hussein Foundation, the Performing Arts Center. Theater, yeah. I'm a very lucky man to work in this film and to be here in Sundance, and thank you.
I studied journalism and mass communications, and I'm a television presenter. I have a talk show in Jordan. So this is my first acting experience ever. And actually, Evan refused to let me take any lessons, acting lessons, so it was all spontaneous. Yeah, his mother, Aida, used to watch my show, and she told Amin that I think I find a girl who fits. Obviously, Amin didn't, because he lives in the States. So he told her, no, television presenter, no. She told him, okay. He said, what's her name? And she said, Rana Sultan. So he looked me up on the internet, and he saw my pictures, and they called me, and it was a surprise. At first I almost refused, because I thought it's too far from what I do. But when he sent me the script, I cried a lot and laughed a lot while reading it, and I just fell in love with it. And I thought that there was something great coming behind this. So I'm a very lucky woman also. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm having a blast.
Yes, ma'am. The story actually originated, David suggested to write a movie that Charlie Chaplin, if you were alive, would act in, you know, the story of the common man. And so I started writing a movie. I've always been interested in the social class differences and the idea that people can reach out across these social boundaries, and the idea of the friendship. You know, people are defined by their wardrobe, and I think that's a universal thing. You immediately judge people by what they look like, and there's so much more underneath. You know, I've always loved the Charlie Chaplin films and Cinema Paradiso and those romantic films. So the initial script had no conflict in it. It was just these characters and these different relationships. And it evolved over a period of a year and a half while I was doing my master's at AFI. I was continuously absorbing everything I was learning and thinking about this film. And then I went to Jordan and I researched. I needed a subject that could be like a central conflict. And so I found an article about child abuse, and I started kind of researching that, going to shelters and centers and looking at articles that kids would do to communicate the horrible things in their lives. And the spoon and the cigarette burns, that comes from research, from real things. And the cycle that the father doesn't really know that he's a horrible monster. He has a third dimension. He's actually a struggling guy on the street. So it evolved organically over that period of time. And then as far as the airport and the pilots and all that, my dad's a pilot, my brother's a pilot. In Ohio, I grew up next to an airport. So I had to kind of, I didn't want to be the loser in the family, so yeah, it's pretty much.
We have time for one more question.
Yes, sir.
So much faces, eyes, especially is he going to do that again?
Absolutely. I think the eyes speak a million words, and in casting that was a very specific thing, to find eyes that spoke to you. And when I started writing it, in the initial drafts I had plenty of dialogue that was kind of on the nose, and as I did rewrites, it was like a filtering process. I would just take away words, and even when we were rehearsing, kind of exploring, actually, it was an exploration process. We would find, oh, this is kind of too much. Okay, let's take it out. And one of the trickiest scenes to shoot, if you looked at it when we were shooting it, is the scene where the kid comes with, Tariq comes with the cart, and Abu Raed is standing waiting for his bus, and they don't say anything to each other, but they're looking at each other. When we did the master shot, it just looked funny. When it comes, they're just staring, looking at each other. Bus comes and he gets on, and it was just funny. But like, you know, people would ask, what's going on? Like, let's just wait. We're going to get to the close-ups. So then, when we got to the close-ups, that's where, you know, all the language was. So yes, very much. Again, part of the idea that it's a universal film. I didn't want to have too much dialogue, and I think physical action and subtext speak a lot to the universal audience than dialogue.